What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I've done a update video of any kind or any videos on the channel, and that's a perfectly good explanation to that. Is primarily I told myself I was not going to do another update video until something interesting happens, or until I find a job or something. Like I told myself that off camera, and yeah, but I didn't make the official announcement of this or anything on my personal Facebook to other friends, and maybe to one or two friends, kind of just seeing because they asked how I was doing, that sort of thing. And yeah, I signed my official offer letter back on Tuesday. It is now technically Friday. It is now after 12 midnight. I've been trying to do this video since 11:30. I've been going off on too many tangents right now, but it's weird though, because I actually had to make myself a little note here to kind of keep myself on track. So, but yeah, this is my little notebook that I've been using for, can't really see it, but all the phone interviews that I've been having. So my notes during them. So yeah, this was a great little notebook that I had there. So yeah, that's what's been going on with that. So I'm just waiting on stuff to just go through. Should not be any unexpected stuff for my drug test this time around. So just waiting, waiting for that to be finished up, and then I get my start date. So hopefully that'll be pretty soon. I know it's probably not going to be Monday or Tuesday. Who knows? I doubt that's going to be the day. But stranger things have happened. But hopefully it's not Tuesday, because we're seeing Weird Al. But yeah, I think in my last video I did talk about how unfortunately we did have to put down my cat. This guy right here, because of a very aggressive cancer he had on his stomach, and yeah, he would just suffered if we put him through any treatment. So that's that. And unfortunately, about 2 weeks ago, my father passed away as well. And a lot of people have been asking me how am I doing? To be honest, it hasn't really hit me hard. Maybe it's because I've been expecting it. Ever since he was in and out of the hospital, and in and out of a hospice care. So I was just kind of in a holding pattern. I knew something was going to happen eventually. I just didn't know when, but I was preparing myself, for that phone call from my mother saying what happened with him. But I did get the phone call from my sister. I was coming home from doing some errands, and she told me that he passed. And according to her, according to my mother too, I talked to my mother since then. Me and my wife went out to dinner that night with my mother, so treated her to some good some good Japanese food. So had some Japanese food that night, and according to her, he went peacefully, went in his sleep, which I think that's a goal for all of us. And so hopefully, so whether plane of existence, I hope he's okay. It is, pretty much is what it is. So I am affected by it, but at the same time, I guess it's more relief, because he was suffering. As I was saying, it was Alzheimer's, dementia. It's terrible. It's an absolute terrible thing to see happen to someone that you look up to, respect, that sort of thing. Because my father, was one of the most brilliant men I know. So he had 2 master's degrees. He knew his shit. So it really did affect me, to the most extent it can. But at the same time, I am relieved that he's no longer suffering. So that's that. So, but like I said, I didn't want to do any major updates to the channel until after certain things happen. I just wanted to make sure I can actually get myself a job again, which like I said, don't know when my start date is, but hopefully it'll be soon. But so that's pretty exciting. But yeah, I do want to do some things with the channel. I want to get back into some other things. I have these MREs that I haven't reviewed yet, but I want to, but I haven't. And I always forget that I'm always saying how much I'm starving, and I haven't had food in a while, and I have MREs I could be eating, and I could use them for content while eating at the same time. I'm not starving myself. But that's what's going on. So just please bear with me for a little bit longer. Then I'll think of something. I'll make up you know, I have like notebooks all over the place. I'm writing down ideas of what I can do. So just bear with me. It's it will take a little bit of time just to me get back into rhythm, with a new job and stuff like that. So if you don't see or hear from me for the next like month or so, that's what's going on. So just like I said, bear with me until stuff happens. So like I said, thanks for watching. Keep watching. I do promise stuff will be going on eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. Hopefully my next video will not be another one of these damn update videos because I do so many of these. See you soon, everybody.